I mentioned right at the beginning that you've launched a new service. It's called a sensory service, which
Yes.
sounds very interesting. I've not come across a sensory service
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
What is that? Tell us the background of why you're looking to put on this service and what it is.
Yeah, so the idea was completely nicked from another ministry I saw in America. I saw a lady whose ministry I follow, and I believe they're in Florida, and she just had a heart to open up a space, a church service, but where you're more mindful of people's sensory needs. And as soon as I heard her talking about it, I just felt the Lord say, "This is your ministry." And I just thought, I don't know anything about it. I've had no experience, but I just really sensed that the Lord wanted to open up a space where families can go and, sit in his presence, as we spoke about, just be in that space. And the Lord just really started speaking to me about families who have not been able to access church services for some time because they may have found it difficult with children with additional needs. They may find a normal, whatever you call a normal church service, quite difficult to sit through. And I just really felt the Lord's heart for families who have not been in fellowship. They haven't had that spiritual support, that network around them. And I believe there's lots of support networks for that community. But I don't know, there may be one, I'm not saying there isn't, but I don't know of one in the city where there's that spiritual network of people and families who have got children with additional needs. So that's our heart for it.
So if somebody's listening to this and they think that may be for me, just explain that a little bit more in terms of what kind of conditions or needs do you think this will cater for? Yeah,
so my first thought, and I'm learning every day about what this sensory thing would look like, but my first thought was children with autism. That was my first drawing to it. Children who have got autism, who may not be able to sit through a regular service, and then I'm thinking, well, what else does that include? And it could be ADHD, Asperger's, everything else who I might not even learnt about yet. But it's just an extra space for them where they can connect with other families and just have extra support there.